So today's question is, I have diminished ovarian reserve and my doctor has recommended DHEA. I'm getting side effects from the medication. What should I do? Hey there, welcome to Ask the Fertility Experts, a daily Q&A show where we'll be answering your fertility questions. I'm Sarah Clark, founder of Fab Fertile. We specialize in low AMH, high FSH, diminished ovarian reserve, and premature ovarian insufficiency or failure. I will be joined by Dr. Tabatha Barber. She is triple board certified in obstetrics, gynecology, menopause, and functional medicine. If you have a question, simply go to Fab Fertile Inc. on Instagram, leave me a DM and drop your question there, and we will answer your question on an upcoming show. That's Fab Fertile Inc. on Instagram. Take care. Okay, so today's question is, I have diminished ovarian reserve and my doctor has recommended DHEA. I'm getting side effects from the medication. What should I do? This does seem to be a typical recommendation for someone that has diminished ovarian reserve to take DHEA. In the US, you don't need to have a prescription for it. In other countries, you do need a prescription for it. What is your take on DHEA and DOR, Dr. Tabatha?
So, diminished ovarian reserve, typically what we're seeing is low sex hormones across the board. We're seeing the low progesterone, estrogen, and sometimes testosterone. And so the idea is to give one of the precursors that we use to make those hormones naturally. And I would argue that you might want to go back further, all the way to pregnenolone, because otherwise you're not making progesterone. And progesterone is key to getting pregnant. I mean, that's all there is to it. So DHEA might help with your estrogen and your testosterone, but it's not going to help with your progesterone production. It might help you get enough estrogen that you ovulate on your own and then you don't need progesterone. But, so there's two schools of thought on that. DHEA shouldn't really be causing side effects unless you're getting too much or you got something else going on. I would love to know what the side effects were that she was wondering about. A common one can be acne from it going down the testosterone, dihydrotestosterone pathway. There are things that can block that. I don't necessarily love the idea of giving something more to block the effects of something you're already giving, but that is an option. Some people will take spironolactone or saw palmetto, things like that. So it might be worth talking about pregnenolone, or it might be worth trying some natural progesterone, to add to that to keep it more balanced.
Yeah, I guess typically with DHEA, people are seeing, the acne, the greasy skin, and the greasy hair, sort of all that, I guess, excess testosterone. Right. Is that what it's sort of doing? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going down the testosterone pathway too much. And insulin is a big reason for that. So again, what is your average blood sugar? Get a hemoglobin A1C checked. If it's above 5, then you might have some room to really improve that number. So I think it's worth checking.
Yeah. So definitely with the functional side of things in our Fab Fertile method, DHEA, hormones can be part of the equation, but we're also, again, looking at diet and lifestyle, addressing any kind of imbalances in the body. If there's thyroid, if there's blood sugar, why is it off to begin with? So doing those in conjunction, the hormones can give it a little kickstart. Can you talk about that approach where at conventional medicine, it's basically, here's the hormones and we don't even look at anything else. Whereas the functional side of things, we do it together.
Yeah, I always say sex hormones are the result, not the cause. Their dysfunction is not the problem. It's just the result of something else going on upstream. And so we need to figure out why your sex hormones aren't being produced. Does your body feel like it's in survival mode and it's scared to reproduce? Are the ingredients being stolen for something else? Do you not have the necessary vitamins, minerals, cofactors to make the ingredients? Cholesterol is the backbone of hormone production. That's like the main ingredient to make progesterone, estrogen, testosterone. And so people on cholesterol blocking medications like statins, or a low fat diet, or a high inflammatory fat diet, they can struggle to make those hormones. So there's all kinds of things upstream that we need to figure out. Why are your hormones not being produced or utilized correctly? It's never that you just need hormones replaced. That's a band-aid, and it's helpful, but it's not the answer long term.
Thanks so much for being here. If you've got a question that you want answered, simply go to Fab Fertile Inc. on Instagram, send me a DM, and we will answer your question on an upcoming show. That's Fab Fertile Inc. and send me a DM. And please refer to our disclaimer below. Take care.